Welcome back to Barney's Gourmet Hamburgers Food Runner Training, Section 2. Next, let's take a look at an example of an order. Here's an example of a customer order for 2 people. 1 single curly fries with the entrees. 1 Caesar salad, first. 1 Barney's Turkey Club. 1 bacon cheeseburger, medium rare. Bacon on the side. Add avocado. This ticket had 2 coursing modifications and 3 preparation modifications. Now let's review these ticket specifications one at a time. First, we'll discuss item modifications and the more items message. These are instructions printed in red for the kitchen as to how the food is to be prepared or presented. It is the responsibility of the kitchen to prepare the dishes accordingly, and it is your responsibility to confirm that it has been done correctly before running the dish to the table. Please take a moment and take a look at the order ticket on the slide presentation so you can see an example of some dishes ordered with an item modifier. Let's look at one of the most common set of item modifiers. That would be meat temperatures. The meat temperatures will be visually designated by the color of the toothpick inserted into the dish when it is placed on the pickup counter. The colors will designate temperatures as follows. Red signifies rare. Yellow, medium rare. No toothpick, medium. Green, medium well. Blue, well done. Now we are going to cover additions and modifications. Additions. An addition is an item that the customer wishes to add to the food that is not already on the food. In the system, it shows as add. And optional modifiers. They are special requirements that the customer wishes to do to the item that is already on the food. For instance, no bacon. SD means on the side. Only means by itself with nothing else. And light means 50% less than normally would be on the dish. This is an example of the ticket that has item modifiers: meat, temperatures, add, side. Next, let's look at the modifier that says with meal. This modification directs the timing of the delivery of the dish. Printed in red, this modification is used when the customer specifically requests that their appetizer or kid menu item be served to them at the same time as their entree. Here's an example where the guest has requested that the appetizer be served at the same time as the burger. Please take a moment and look at the order ticket on the slide presentation to see an example of a dish that is ordered using a with meal modifier. This is extremely important. What you should do. When one of the items ordered comes up at the pickup line, that immediately begins your process of locating the other items on the ticket order. This is to make sure that the item which has come up does not wait too long before being delivered. The goal is to run the plates together, as specified on the ticket, with none of the dishes waiting in the kitchen over a minute. The delivery part is your responsibility. If one of the items is not ready on the counter, alert the kitchen of the need for the dish and ask the cook how much longer until it will be ready. If the missing item will be ready in less than a couple of minutes, you may deliver the first part of the order, then quickly return, pick up the rest of the order, and complete the delivery process. If the missing item will take more than a couple of minutes, you should check with the cook to see if this missing item can be redirected to another table in order to assure that our guests receive hot food. The rule is that we never serve hot food cold. Please note, any appetizers or kid menu item that cannot be immediately served hot to our guests should be thrown away and reordered to be served with the guest entrees as requested. Staying focused along with good communication can prevent this from having to happen. This is an example of the ticket that will come from the fryer station and has the "with meal" message. Next, we'll take a look at the modifier that says "first." Printed in red, this tells you that the customer specifically requested that their entree be served first. It usually happens when the table for two is sharing a burger and a salad, and they want to share the salad first, or when there's a big party that wants an entree salad to share with everyone in the group before the entrees arrive. Here's what to do. It's quite simple. Once the dish marked "first" is on the pickup counter, you should deliver the item immediately. Note, always make sure to take extra plates for shared items. Please take a moment and take a look at the order ticket on the slide presentation as an example of a "first" modifier. Again, this is extremely important. This is an example of the ticket that has the "first" message. Now here is our last example of a timing modifier. This one says, "more items at." The "more items at" modifier is located at the bottom of the ticket. It means that there are more items coming from the different stations listed. Please take a moment and take a look at the order ticket on the slide presentation as an example of a "more items at" modifier. The ticket shows that the current order has a burger from the cook station, but there are more items from the salad station and bogus fries station. Bogus fries station shows that there is either fries or a fried item coming in. It could be an appetizer or an entree. This is an example of the ticket that has the "more items at" message. The steps to take if you find out that all of the dishes are not up on the counter are outlined earlier in our discussion regarding the "with meal" modifier. Also, please note that in all situations, never stab the ticket until the whole order is completed and ready to be taken to the table. In closing, our review of the types of modifications. Here are 3 important things you need to make part of your routine. 1. Be aware of the modifications on the order. They are printed in red color. 2. Always carefully read each item on the ticket. 3. If the modifications are not made correctly, you must notify the cook right away. You have completed Section 2 of the Food Runner Training. Please take a short break and prepare yourself for the following quiz. You must take the quiz and complete Section 2 before moving on to Section 3.